So we had some primary elections yesterday, and it turned out to be a pretty good day for progressives. Four Democratic candidates, according to The Hill, backed by the DSA, that's the Democratic Socialists of America, have won their primary elections for legislative seats in Pennsylvania. Now, let me go through some of these candidates. There were a couple in the Pittsburgh area. Two of them named Lee and Sara Innamorato. Now, these are Democrats. These are millennial Democrats, very young people that ran for office, and they won. They won their primaries for State House Districts 34 and 21. Now, these two ran against establishment state representatives Paul and Dom Costa. Now, those two are cousins. They're old school. These are baby boomers. Been in politics a very, very long time. Very centrist, more, I guess, center-right candidates from a very big, or I should say a very established family. So this is a big victory against people who were well inside the Democratic Party machine. Awesome. Now, these two particular races are actually really important because these are races where there is no Republican opponent. Republicans don't run people in these areas because they get destroyed. So why not vote for a progressive? So that's what these two candidates came in, and they said, look, this is already a safe blue district, so you don't have to worry about, oh, but if you, if the progressive wins the primary, then what if the Republican wins because we went too far left? You don't have to worry about that. And I think that's a ridiculous argument to begin with. But no, this is a safe blue district. And these progressives said, you know what? I'm going to come in and we're going to run a great race. We're going to run on Medicare for all. We're going to run on a $15 minimum wage, and we're going to see how we do. And guess what? It turns out that the voters in Pennsylvania's 34th and 21st district said, I'm in with those ideas. I love those ideas. Let's go. Let's go to the left. Let's put in progressives and who actually serve the people. So I absolutely love that. Now, there's more. In Philadelphia, Democrats Elizabeth Fielder and Kristen Seal won legislative primaries for House Districts 184 and 168. Now, one of those candidates does not have a GOP opponent. That is Elizabeth Fielder. So she's going to go on, and she's going to be able to run unopposed for that seat. That's awesome. Now, Seal does have an opponent. She'll be taking on Representative Christopher Quinn. Now, it's really important. These DSA candidates, these are all women. They're women of color that are running for these seats, that have ran as progressives, and they have won. They have replaced pretty much all white men. So anybody who says that, oh, the extreme left, the Bernie bros, they're all white men with their brocialists, that's completely wrong. You have a lot of diversity in the progressive movement, and this is a great example of that diversity. Now, Ariel Cohen, co-chair of the Pittsburgh DSA, had something to say about this. She told HuffPost that she feels that this is a monumental shift after the victories, noting DSA's growing membership since President Trump's election. And they have grown. Not only have they grown in membership, which they're not actually a political party, they're just a grassroots movement of people running on these ideas. The ideas, of course, of a living wage and Medicare for all and free college and all these fantastic policies that we can actually do here in America because they've actually been implemented other places with excellent success. Now, they have grown. Not only have they grown in membership, but they have also taken other seats in other places. And I've talked about those elections as well. So this is excellent. Now, she said, Ariel Cohen, we won on popular demands that were deemed impossible. We won on health care for all. We won on free education. So, and of course, the people that decry this stuff the most is not Republicans. I mean, yes, Republicans are like, oh, we can't possibly do that. No, we have to give more tax cuts to the rich. But the ones who criticize these policies the most are actually Democrats. Establishment Democrats the same. Oh, those are just ponies. Those are ponies. That's pie in the sky. We'll never get that. We can never get health care for everybody. No, we have to go with private for-profit insurance companies. That's the only way we can ever deliver health care. That's not true. Oh, we can't get free college for all. Then Donald Trump's kids will go to community college for free. Are you fucking kidding me? Ridiculous argument. But that's pretty much all they have are ridiculous, nonsensical arguments against these policies that are incredibly popular. And yes, they actually will work when implemented. Now, I mean, look, who knew, by the way, running on a platform of populism, of these popular ideas all across the country, might actually work? Oh, right, everybody except for the Democratic Party, who basically, look, the Democratic Party, the Democratic leadership, I should say, they're basically paid to lose. And if they win, of course, then they're paid to say, what could we do? We had to work through the Republicans, or we had to let the Republicans win. I mean, what could we do? Bipartisanship. The American people want us to be more centrist. They want us to work with Trump and the Republicans to do horrible policies. No, actually, people want good policy. And people in the DSA and progressives, they're the ones that are actually out there presenting and saying, yes, we can have these policies if we fight for it. That's why they're winning. These women are progressive fighters, and I couldn't be more proud. Now, there's more good news. Bernie-backed progressive John Fetterman also just became the first primary challenger in modern Pennsylvania history to oust a sitting lieutenant governor. That's amazing. Now, his opponent, of course, is an establishment figure, Mike Stack. Now, Stack was crushed in this election. 40% of the vote, over 40%, went to Fetterman. Stack got about half of that. Now, look, it was a crowded race, but overwhelmingly, the favorite was John Fetterman. Now, these are amazing wins from some amazing candidates. Look, guys, we are making progress. We are having an impact. I know there's a lot of people that are like, no, it's not going to work. We can't run as Democrats and actually win in places and change the party. But we can. It starts from the bottom. It starts from these local races. You take over the local Democratic parties. You fill them with progressives. And then you work your way up to the national parties and you take that over. It's not about working with the centrists. It's not about trying to play nice with the establishment. It's about overthrowing the establishment and replacing it with a progressive movement. That's what it's all about. Again, I am incredibly proud of these candidates. They put in so much time. They worked incredibly hard. And now a lot of them get to go on to a general election matchup. And others, look, as I said before, they don't have a general election opponent, which means they can immediately start and they can start trying to implement a real progressive vision. So huge victories and huge props for the DSA, huge props for progressives in general. And the lesson that I take from this is let's keep up the fight. Let's show the establishment that they have real good reason to be afraid. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.